I'm surprised that the judges are saying this. Judges that are supposed to be so busy, you have time to be knowing what is happening on social media. I don't think you should have time for that. That is to tell you that you don't know what you are doing at all. Opposition party using social media to terrorize us. Supreme Court justices lament. Really? I believe that you are supposed to be very, very busy. Somebody who is busy does not even have time to know what is happening on social media. People will talk with or without social media. You think people have not been talking? So people will not talk in beer parlor. People will not talk in the church, in social gathering, in parties. People will talk. I don't understand why you are saying that. So without social media, people will not say anything. They will just keep their mouth shut. If really you are serious with your work, I don't think you have time to be talking all this nonsense, because if you are doing the right thing, you will not be having time for all these unnecessary things going on social media. The Supreme Court on Friday complained that opposition parties are deploying social media to terrorize the apex court and its justices. And meanwhile, the ruling party have already concluded. They said this is how your judgment is going to be, and it's coming out like that. So you are not saying that they've already concluded. It is even the ruling party that have made your matter worse, because they are already telling the people that this is how things will go. Mm. This is how things will go, and at the end of the day, it comes out like that, and you are accusing the people who are complaining. Okay, the Supreme Court on Friday complained that the opposition parties are deploying social media to terrorize the apex court and its justices, particularly over cases relating to the 2023 general elections. This was contained in the judgments of the court and the suit filed by the People's Democratic Party seeking the disqualification of Tinubu and Shetima from the last election, before dismissing PDP's appeal regarding the double nomination case against Shetima. Justice Adamu Juro, who delivered the lead judgments on the suit, described the use of social media by the appellants to terrorize and bully the justices and the Supreme Court as appalling and unprofessional. Using the social media to terrorize and bully the justices of the Supreme Court, Justice Iyang Okoro wrote in his May 26 opinion, is appalling and unprofessional. The PDP, in an appeal, had sought Tinubu's disqualification on the ground that his running mates was doubly nominated in violation of the Electoral Act. The party claimed that the vice president-elect Shettima nominated twice, both for the Borno Central Senatorial District for the vice presidential position at the same time. Okay. Because the courts have refused to prove their worth. Yes, because all of you are all evil, and how can someone who is a ex-convict become president of a country? Bribery takers. The reason for this is Nigerians have no faith in the apex court due to some unjust judgments they gave in clear cases. In the past, corruption has eaten so deep into the fabric of the judiciary, which is supposed to be the hope of the common man. The fear is that the judges may compromise in the present election cases to favor the desperately corrupt and wicked impostors who have subverted the results of the election, which Nigerians knew the winner of the presidential election on the 25th of February. Supreme injustice. How could people entrust with, could you people be entrusted with such an enormous task of hope to the unity of Nigeria? Una run away from the court at the time they are needed most on the 26th and 27th of May to rule on the important matter. You justices have destroyed the last hope of the nation and the common man and the common masses. There's no future with you, Nigeria Supreme Court. Uh, Judges don't deserve the honorary of professionalism common to deliver a truthful and peaceful judgment. No messing around, giving unnecessary excuses. Rubbish. Supreme Court judges my fools. They are useless sets of people that called themselves justices or judges that have collected bribes to do the wrong things. I wonder how their judgment will look like before God Almighty. In the eyes of Supreme Court judges who is opposition, we have complainants, we have the accused, who is opposition among the two. Don't mind them. You see, they are even implicating themselves with that statement that the opposition is terrorizing you on social media. And meanwhile, the so-called ruling party, they've already declared your results even before what you are going to say, even before you came out. Supreme Court exposed itself to the status recalling a judgment on Imo case. Stop all these lies. Justice John Inyangokoro, are you Igbo or Akwa Ibom? By your combining, you see, you are a confirmed criminal. You can't even be placed here. Place hellfire material. Because you judges are not proud of your profession by giving justice to who justice is due, but selling justice. Both of you are old but corrupt. Even when you are near your grave, you are still cavernous. When you will spend all the fraudulent money before death come knocking is what I don't even know. Vanity will eventually take you people to hell. Anyway, most of you judges are court members that are head bound, no shaking, no fear of God whatsoever. You are as good as terrorists, no difference. You people had collected bribes to run or to ruin our dear nation. Shame on you, shame on your wives and children watching you kindly to sell Nigeria because of your greed. Their children are happy that they can travel out of the country, they can do a manner of things, and they are so happy. Judges cannot be terrorized or intimidated by the poor masses except the wealthy, few using their ill-gotten way to oppress the poor. Exactly. The mob is in the umpire in the political contest, and their decision is final. They are also the custodians of the rule of law and commonwealth, so they approbate and reprobate according to their whims and caprice. That is why majority must agree with the minority that INEC is compromised, the judiciary is compromised, all the institutions are compromised. What else do you want to know?